create expectations. So honestly, I don't have a lot to say about this one other than the fact that before I pulled up to this challenge, my heart was racing. You see the size of this field we have to run and you're like, oh my God, this reminds me of suicides in soccer. This reminds me of two-a-days. This is bringing me back to every soccer practice I never wanted to do.
In the challenge, there is sort of a system to how the challenges work, right? We can all expect the hallmark challenges. There's going to be endurance challenges. There's going to be swimming challenges. There's going to be a trivia. There's going to be a puzzly work together, like you guys have to find this thing and we'll find that thing, kind of relay race, right? The question is, when are they going to come up? And we just had the river run. That was one hell of an endurance challenge. Now we've got this crate expectations challenge, which is an insane endurance challenge, back to back. So now we're really going to see what these challengers got in the gas tank, and ultimately, who's going to be ready for a final.
So, you pull up to this, and I have the tendency of really listening to everybody else try to demand a strategy. I don't feel confident enough leading this many people who have done this many challenges and strategies. So I'm just kind of a workhorse. I do my thing, I get there, I pick up the crates and I just run with them, and I don't stop running it basically until Jordan says stop. That's kind of my MO for these things. I'm not the best with strategy, so when it comes down to just brute force and just putting in the work, I don't really have to be. I just have to be a workhorse, and that's the way I looked at this challenge.
This challenge was one where strategy and playing this game beforehand really matters. We knew from the very beginning. As soon as I heard the rules, I said, Team USA, come in here. We're going to break into two teams. We have enough people to do it. I think we're strong enough to do it. Let's break into two teams. Let's go for each relic at the same time. I think we've got good climbers, and I think we've got the endurance on the team to do it. And let me tell you, they executed beautifully. Beautifully. We left the UK in the dust. After that first row of relics, we were gone, and I kind of knew. I was like, hey, as long as we keep this up, steady pace, we're going to put this on them, and we did. So kudos to Team USA working together, coming out of a big headache on the last challenge, able to pull it together, come out, get a huge win in a very tough challenge. So, proud.
Thank God we won this challenge. I mean, we had great strategy because of Jordan and Zach, and we had a lot of people on the team who were just willing to push through and do the work. And sizing us up versus UK, you would expect them to kind of put up a bigger fight than they did, but when you have good strategy and good people leading your team, there's really nothing that can beat that.
This challenge was very, very tough, so it was going to expose some people. And hater to love it, guys, I'm gonna be very honest with you. You know me. I think Turbo, for me, was exposed a little bit on this one. This was a big endurance challenge, and carrying weight is 10 times more taxing in a distance. And to me, just my opinion, objectively, I did not think Turbo had the gas tank to really stay up there with me and Zach. He was really trying to stay back and build. And I'm kind of like, hey, the guys should be doing the running. We should not stop working. I told him from the very beginning, I said, hey, we're worker ants today. So you and I, we're just moving. We're moving, non-stop moving, and we let them build. Anybody that needs a break, we let them build. But if we're the gas tank guys, you and I need to be going. And he agreed from the beginning. So it was kind of a sign for me in the middle of the challenge that he was really trying to stay and build, because I think he was looking for a break. Regardless if we're in the lead, it doesn't matter. We have a plan. We should be executing that plan at all times. We shouldn't change just because we jump to a lead. We've seen leads dissolve very quickly on this show many times. So for me, I think some people got exposed. Ninja, everyone likes to talk about, she finished this long final, but today, this is a new country we're in. This is a new climate. Thailand is humid and everyone sweats a lot. You sweat out all your nutrients very fast. So it's a very different world when you're in this humid climate compared to a very dry climate in the desert that they were in. All these things are factors, and you just have to look at it objectively. And these were my thoughts. Why in the world would everyone be fighting to not be in a tribunal? Well, I truly thought from the beginning of this game that by the end of the challenge, it was going to matter who had been in tribunals more and less than others, right? And I figured that our team would start using, hey, you've been in the tribunal 3 or 4 times and I've only been in it twice, so I deserve to be in there. So for me, not being in the tribunal was actually a mistake. Hindsight. I should have taken every single opportunity that I was presented. Whether I would have had power being in the tribunal, because Polly and Cara really had a hold, them and their alliance really had a hold on putting 2 people from their alliance in if one from ours is in. That way it cancels out the power, but it appears that they're still giving and taking and trying to work with the other side. I thought they did a great job of that. Honestly, they played an amazing game, and it was this challenge that really showed us, crap, we're about to get got if we don't start getting tribunals. But, a little late in hindsight 2020. Big twist. We knew it was coming. It's finally here. We're halfway through these challenges now with Great Expectations, and TJ drops it on us. Today is a double elimination. That means one guy and one girl are going home this week. That's big, because now it's in our head that, hey, when is this going to come back? We know it's going to come back. Is it going to stay double from here on out? Who knows? But double eliminations, if the right people go in, are big swings in power. If you can get 2 people from one alliance out, you could essentially switch an entire power struggle to the other side in one elimination. So this was a big twist that got dropped on us, and for our sake and our alliance's sake, and the fact that we are not part of this numbers squad, I hope it comes back, and I hope we can take advantage of that.
Rolling, you're doing great. I mean, this is all amazing. So.
Yay, thanks, Sean.
Yeah.
Everybody give a thanks to Sean, the guy behind the camera.